Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And hi, my name is Idham. It's an honor to be here today to share my thought and view on manners. So, first of all, I want to make sure that everyone knows what is the meaning of manners. From my understanding, manners is an act of kindness or the way someone treats a person. There are many types of manners. For example, there are manners with friends and manners with parents. But for today, I'm going to give a speech about manners teachers. My fellow friends, some of you might be confused as what manners should practice whenever you are in the presence of teachers. Firstly, you should always greet the teachers with warm welcome. For example, when you see them, you can greet, Assalamualaikum teacher, how are you? Next, you should always help them whenever you can. Let's say that they are carrying heavy goods or bags. Then, the least that you can do is to offer to carry it for them. Furthermore, when the teacher is talking at the front, we should pay attention to what they are teaching and never raise our voice at them. It's kind of respect. All of you might ask me why it is so important to have many teachers. Well, let me tell you why. In Islam, it's very crucial that we respect our teachers. This is because we need to gain the barakah or learn the blessing of learning from them. Manners is the key to successful life. Without wishing, without manners, you will never be successful. And is the key to success. That's all from me. Now, let's hear from my friend.
Assalamualaikum everyone. In our legal about manage itself. Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Shetty and today I will deliver a speech about manners with friends. Manners means a way to do something is done, or in other words, polite social behavior. A friend means a person that you know well and like to be with. As everyone knows, manners are one of the most important things of becoming a Muslim. It is crucial to have good manners with other people, because especially with our friends as we are living in a boarding school. Living in a boarding school means that we spend most of our time together with our family. So here are some manners with friends that we should practice. First and foremost, as friends, we should not talk behind the backs. We should not talk behind the backs. If there are misunderstandings or if it's something that we do not like, we should confront them and talk to them about it. Misunderstandings to make the situation worse. So, communication is key. Besides that, always help over there if you need. Since we are away from our family, we only have each other to rely on. When they need a shoulder to cry on, be one. When they need a hand, help them. When they need a glass of rain, be their place. It does not cost you anything to have a friend in you. In conclusion, a friend is also a part of our life that we need. Since we have lived in the school since we were 20, as days become years, friends become family. They are not just friends, they are like a family. So, we can't do each other. That's all from me. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurja, and today I would like to deliver a speech about manners with parents. In Islam, adab refers to good manners, courtesy, and respect. Now, I want to share with you what manners are with parents. As a child, we need to respect our parents by looking at them with affection and not with hatred. As we get older, we tend to forget to give hugs and kisses to those we love. By choosing to be close to your parents through physical displays of affection, it shows they recognize, respect, and appreciate your position as parents. Tell your parents you love them at random times and not when you expect it or when you want something. Besides that, we need to be humble and talk to them with a gentle voice and with kind words. In Islam, we are prohibited to be arrogant and worse if it is directed to our parents. Caring enough to be polite towards your parents who have known your entire life shows a level of respect. For example, say please and thank you. Words are powerful enough to Words are powerful and each of those words carries meaning. Aside from being polite, it shows a level of gratitude and appreciation that's both part of respecting your parents. Before I end my speech, I want to share with all of you one hadith. The Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the one who follows the order of Allah to obey your parents, shall have two doors of paradise open up for him. Hence, it means if we obey both of our parents, we will get into Jannah. That is all for me. Thank you and Assalamu alaikum.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim and Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good morning to everyone present in this hall. My name is Sarah and today I would like to deliver a speech about manners in school. In Islam, manners or adab is grounded in our Islamic ethics and is generally referred to our Islamic etiquette of displaying commendable character or manners. Of course, we know by now how manners are important everywhere. So let me dive into the topic of manners in school. First, we shouldn't damage the school's property. We shouldn't go on the school's wrong, especially explicit or included things on the school's building. Next, we should respect everyone in the school, students, teachers, staff, you name it. We should maintain a good relationship with everyone so that we will be respected. Respect is earned from the act of kindness that we show everyone. Lastly, we should take care of our school's identity. We should take care of our school's good name. As wherever we go, our school represents our identity. In conclusion, without good manners, our education is incomplete. We should take our manners seriously as it could be one of the reasons why we enter Jannah. Thank you, and that's all from us. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you to Poppy for an delightful performance. Now, let's have our friends from Form 1 to present their performance.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Ucapan Haji as a storyteller.
My name is Adam Faris as a storyteller.
My name is Ahmad Nabilet as Haji. My name is Adam Gimmick as he.
My name is Anta Wazi as David.
My name is Adam as assistant. My name is Adam Hafi as assistant. Today, we will do a storytelling called Appreciate Your Friend. This story was created by us. We hope you all will enjoy it. Once upon a time, there were two best friends named Danish and Harry. They lived in the same town. They were very close because they had been friends since primary school. One day, when they were 13 years old, they studied in a different school. Danish went to the Delhi High School while Haziq went to a boarding school. Haziq only went back home once a month, and Danish will always wait for the day when Haziq comes back home. But one day, Haziq did not come out from his house. And Danish felt weird. So Danish decided to go to Haziq's house. Assalamualaikum Haziq. Danish called, but no one answered. Danish tried to call him many times, but still no one answered. Danish felt so sad and disappointed, so he decided to go back home. But the truth is, Haziq was busy playing video games with his new friend.
Eventually, Danish does not try to reach Haziq anymore. Haziq, Haziq felt weird, but convinced himself that Danish got a new friend. Now, I feel Danish just got a new friend as well. A year later, Haziq had to move to the new school. Haziq, Haziq, being the new student, does not have any friends, so he tries to be friends with Danish again. But Danish does not acknowledge him because he is mad. Haziq felt so sad and regretted his action. As Haziq was sitting alone, he had a flashback. In the flashback, Danish and Haziq were playing football, going to the mosque, and playing video games together. He remembered how they would always share things such as pens, rulers, rubber, and also food during their primary school. People would always call them the best school.
Suddenly, He snapped out of his flashback when a guy came and asked him, "Why are you sad? What happened?" As he poured off his feelings, they introduced each other. "Hi, my name is Timmy. Let's be friends." Haziq felt so happy that someone wants to be friends with him, not knowing that Timmy is actually Danish's best friend. "I actually had a friend. His name is Danish." Timmy found out that Danish and Haziq used to be best friends. So Timmy made a plan to reunite them together. After many times of Timmy persuading Haziq, Haziq finally wants to apologize to Danish with an open heart. So Haziq decided to go to Danish's house. However, upon arriving, Haziq saw that Danish were loading things into a lorry. Haziq ran to Danish and quickly apologized for all of his wrongdoing. They hugged each other and Danish said, "I forgive you, Haziq, but I'm sorry, I won't see you again."
The moral of the story is always appreciate your friends before it's too late.
That's all from us and
Oh,
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Jimmy, hello, VIP.
I am Nazla as the storyteller.
And I'm Hannah is a storyteller too.
Our title is Friendship.
Once upon a time, there were six people that were always together. All of them are really popular and rich. Their names are Yena, Neji, Michaela, Azura, Isha, and Aurora. They become friends since childhood.
But everything changed when all of them know that Neji is not rich anymore. Neji realized that all of them were using her for money.
One day,
Neji, are you the one who stole my wallet?
not me. Just because I'm not your friend anymore, you want to blame me? She then just get out from the class. Next day, guys, until when we want to bully her? Let's just respect her. What if we're in her shoes? You will feel the same as her. We shall not do that to her.
So what? Do I care?
I already tell you, it's all up to you. At Neji's home,
Dear, I heard from Michaela. She said that your friends bully you.
no, it's not, Mom.
If you have a problem, please tell me. Don't hide it.
They don't bully me. They just say that I'm homeless. They don't want to be my friend anymore. She started crying. Her mom comforted her.
It's okay. You already told me. Are you okay now?
Neji nodded.
You should be strong. Don't let others bully you.
Okay, Mom, thank you. At school, Tisha, why do you hate Neji so much?
For fun?
You should not do that. It's not funny.
She's right. I don't want to be your friend anymore.
Me too. All of them search for Neji. At Tisha home, Teacher, your dad is bankrupt.
What? How can I buy all my things? I'm not famous anymore.
She go upstairs and slam at the door. At school, Maggie peacefully ate her lunch at the cafeteria. Then Michaela, Azura, Aurora, and Lena come to her and say,
Lizzie, can we be friends again? I'm sorry, I'll never say anything back to you again.
"It's okay, I already forgive you." Then suddenly, Tisha show up and say,
How about me?
"I forgive you too. I never take it to her about what you said to me." She smiled.
Yay! So we are still friends now?
Meiji nodded. All of them hugged Meiji.
The moral of the story is, as long as people don't exceed the limits, we should continue being nice to them. That's all from us. Thank you. Thank you to everyone for an enjoyable performance. Now, let's have our friends from Hong Kong to present their Gimmick.
Oh, oh, oh,
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good morning to everyone. We are from Bangkok. My name is Shakra, and I will be the moderator for activity My Anati Debate today. The topic for today's debate is should or should not bring gadget to school. On my left side, will be the government team, while on my left side will be the opposition team. The government team represents the agreement between students should bring gadget to school, while the opposition team represents the agreement which is about students should not bring gadget to school. Now, we will start our debate with the government team to present their argument. You may start now.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, moderator. Good morning, my fellow audience and to the opponent. It's a beautiful day outside. Birds are singing, flowers are blooming. On days like these, things like you should just keep your mouth shut because we, the government team, are going to bring up the most anticipated issues in the history, which is bringing gadgets to school and their activities. Before we get started, I would like to introduce you to my fellow colleagues from the government team. To my right side, this little cutie pie has been given the order to voice out about how bringing gadgets to school can improve lack of information. And the name that has been given is Muhammad Nasiruddin Amin bin Abdul Razak. Thank you. To his right side is the most half-hearted person in SABP, Mahad Ahmadi, has been given the order to talk about how bringing gadgets to school can change the classroom's environment. And his name is Ahmad Sabri Rafiqin bin Ahmad Sabri. Thank you. Last but not least, beside our most soft-hearted person, we have the most handsome person in the entire world to open up about how bringing gadgets to school can change students' mentality. And the name is Muhammad Akil Daniel bin Ansari. Thank you to my fellow colleague and I, the captain of the cruise ship, Ahmad Hussein Kalam, will bring our team to victorious and will make sure my fellow audience are on the right track and side with us in the end. Now, without further ado, I will be explaining about what is the gadget. First of all, according to the Wikipedia, gadget is a smart or a new mechanical devices or equipment to help humans simplify their life. Now, let me ask you something. Do you think gadget is just a telephone? No, because with this definition, it's clearly pointed out that gadget is an equipment. For instance, laptop is a gadget, a watch is a gadget, and even a thing that we use to calculate, a calculator is considered a gadget, ladies and gentlemen. Now, there is no doubt that gadget is indeed in a human's life. Without it, our life would be in shambles. Now, looking at the website sinarbestari.com, when the pandemic COVID-19 had happened, what did the student use to study? Are they using their own mind to study? Are they using their own knowledge without learning? No, they don't. They use gadgets. See, even in education, gadget is needed for studies. Now, enough gibberish and language. It's time for the fact to be revealed on bringing gadgets to school is an advantage for students. And I assure you, with our points and facts, we will change your mindset for the better and continue to side with us. I hereby pass over the mic to my good friend Nakudin. May the government win this debate. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Captain. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, fellow audience and the opening team. As the first speaker of the day, I will get straight to my point, which is bringing gadgets to school will improve the lack of information. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, this new era of the new generation is really depending on the use of smartphones, meaning that with the existence of it will give us the upper hand to use such platforms or websites like Google. Now, hold your horses. I will not be talking empty this session. Let's look at the student's point of view on smartphones. First, as a student, the first thing they would do is either 1, open TikTok, 2, open Instagram, or 3, open Twitter, or you may call it now X. Now, you might be thinking, how is this going to improve students' lack of information? Immediately, they will thought of they're just going to post stories or message their friends. Well, hear me out. The point of the application, such as TikTok, is to spread news, content, and add education. And not only that, the video's length is only about 15 or 30 seconds or even 1 minute, which is quite short. Now, the point that I would like to imply here is that students nowadays like things that are simple and short. With the application of TikTok, students can gain more information from it rather than learning it at school. Even at one point, you can say that school doesn't even teach us anything about Sahabat Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Even if they did, students wouldn't bother to revise them because they are too lazy. But with TikTok, students will have more interest in them as it is more simplified and more intrigued. I assure you, if students start to learn with smartphones, they will never sleep in their class again. Therefore, with these facts and points, I guarantee you that bringing gadgets to school indeed have an advantage to students and may as well improve their lack of information. That is all from me. Thank you for listening. Now, I pass it to my good old friend,
Sabkira Bikin. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
That was really a good point, Nachu. I give you proof for that. Now, it's my turn to shine. Before that, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, fellow audience and the opponent team. The look on your face are either scared or either weaker because we are more factual than you. Now, I ask you this. You may think that majority of students always sleep in their class and doesn't learn a thing. Does it sound weird? Students in the hostel doesn't have any gadgets. So what your opinion on their sleep schedule or rest time is invalid? Your Honor, fellow audience, here I stand to prove to you that bringing gadget to school doesn't have a lot of negative effect because I shall elaborate my point about how bringing gadget to school is change school or classroom environment. Now, let's talk about what will happen if students got permission to bring their phone in the class. Nobody will disagree. Students will 100% play on their phone majority of their time. Yes, they will. But here's the thing, they won't sleep. Correct? Sleeping in class is one of the major things that reduce student knowledge. Even if the teacher woke them up, either they'll be fall back to sleep or they'll focus. Isn't that correct, Ahmadiyah? Here's my idea. If we have the permission to bring gadget to school, teachers should either, number one, limit their usage about 5 hours per day. Two, teach things with the gadget. You know what I mean? If we look at Mahat students, whenever they learn from book or just by listen, they will immediately feel the burden immerse. But whenever they enter seminar's room, of course, they will feel the excitement because of one thing, which is the smart board. Is it true, Ahmadiyah? Well, that is all from me. Thank you for lending me your ears. I close out by passing the mic to my best friend. Okay.
Thank you, Sakti. As the last person standing and hearing my fellow colleagues here, I am quite shocked. Because not only the fact that my colleagues have been giving solid points, but hearing the sound of victory in our way. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Before I get started, I would like to point out two of my main objectives this session. First, I will be giving the most crucial fact about the success rate on SBP or MRSM school, because with it, the opponent team point will be gone to dust. Second, I will bring up the most concrete point by far on how bringing gadgets to school will change student mentality. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about how SBP or MRSM school success rate. In around 2022, MRSM Kepala Batas has gave out the most incredible results by far in Malaysia. They had gotten 1.756 on their average grade, which is the most highest grade in Malaysia. Another thing is from that in 2022, around 1,098 students from MRSM Sandakan has gotten a straight A in SPM. What an incredible school. Now, here another fact that might shock you guys. As I'm doing my research here, I have found out that in MRSM, you can bring your own telephone to school. Isn't that crazy? They have taken a step forward and they have gotten their success in a such way. Now tell me how MRSM students can bring their phones and still get a good grade in their school. Open your eyes, ladies and gentlemen. Now, for my second objective, I will elaborate on how bringing gadgets to school will change student mentality. Now, Sakti has told us that majority of students sleep in their class and has pointed out that with a telephone, they will stop sleeping in their class. Now, I have asked a bunch of students of Mahat Ahmadi about their perspective on bringing gadgets to school. One of the most main things that they have told us that they just want to release their boredom with telephones. And they also say if they have given a phone for at least 2 hours a day, they will feel so much energetic and fresh because of how much they love to play phone. They came from Mahat Ahmadi students. Oh, Akil, what about the negative effect? Well, I ask you this. What about the positive effect of bringing gadgets? See, like our captain has said, gadgets can be anything, even a calculator or considered to gadget. So, why can we bring a laptop to school? Isn't it will make our life easier, our presentation, our spends? In this point of moment, I have felt that the sign of opponent is feeling defeat. Closing my speech with an apologize from me. I'm sorry if anyone felt a heartbreak. I close out with Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you everyone.
Thank you to my fellow colleagues for your fact and speech. Throughout heaven and earth, I truly am the honored one. To close out our issues for today, I shall speak about how we felt on the usage of gadgets. As of today, my fellow audience, gadget has become one of the most highly used technologies in mankind. Now, I would like to highlight one of the most biggest elements in our issue, which is how school is now really going old school. Think about it. If we look at our past innovation and the present, we can see a huge difference between them. For instance, let's look at our so what called telephone. Back in the day, telephone is just a cylinder and a wire. But now, moving forward, our telephone is more advanced with a touchscreen, a long-range call service, and many more. One more reason to believe us, I got you. Let's look at the past and present cars. Before, we had to ride horses around town, but now we have a 4-seat cars that use engine that can move us from a point and a point within 10 minutes. Humans are become innovative day by day. Now, on to the big reveal. Let's talk about our education. In the past, we've had to live by sitting in a compact classroom, looking at the board and listening to a teacher. I think I've heard that somewhere. Doesn't it sound familiar? Indeed it does, because school has never changed a single bit. How can the new generation evolve for a more highly intelligent? Even nowadays, 70% of students in school sleeps in the class because of boredom, like substances. Which is why we think gadget is indeed a need to be used in school. I know it may have some negative effects, but why don't we look at the positive effects? It's true that one of the most famous quotes said, people only look at the black dot when there's white around a white curtain. That is all from us, and before I pass down the mic to the opponent team, I and the rest of my government team assure you that gadget will improve students in their education system. That is all, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for lending us your ears, and may the government win. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thanks.
Thank you to the government team for their argument just now. And now we will continue our debate with the opposition team to present their argument. You may stand up.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Thank you to the brilliant government team. Sometimes we cannot be so arrogant because we have to be humble. Be humble is better than be arrogant. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good morning to everyone. My name is Nur Umairah binti Yusri, as the leader of the opposition team, and I will continue our debate with my speech. Before I start, let me introduce my beautiful ladies. The first, Nur Anisha binti Muhammad Zahid. And the little one, Fajriah Tulizati binti Muhammad Fauzi. Last but not least, Rabatul Merah binti Zakaria. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to talk about the benefits of gadget. Nowadays, everyone knows that gadgets give us many benefits as we live in technology and modern era. For example, you need to communicate with someone, search for information, and get to know current issues, isn't it? However, the government team are not 100% right. Bringing you to the school may give positive effect, but it will contribute to negative effect more than the positive effect. Why? So, let me introduce our three main points that support our stand. The first point is gadget gonna lead to a poor health. Second point is grades falling. And third point is student social life. And now, I will pass to my friend to elaborate each of the points. Thank you.
Thank you to our leader and also thank you to the government for your speech. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I will start my debate with my point. For the first point is we are going to talk about poor health. In the first place, using gadget at school will cause students to suffer from a poor health. For example, looking down at electronic gadgets for long periods lead to neck and back pain as well as pains in elbows, wrists, and hands. Besides that, using gadgets with a long period also will affect students' eyesight. More specifically, we need to know that phones or any gadget have a blue light. I want to ask you something. Did you know what a blue light is? No? So let me tell you. The high energy of blue light that digital screens emit reaches deeper into eye. This light can cause eye strain, and when students use their digital devices at night, it can affect their circadian rhythm and shaking their brain. It's not time to go to sleep. For your information, I admit that because I did it too. When they don't get enough rest and sleep, they will be sleepy, lazy, and don't pay attention during their lessons. That's why students need to keep their body system in a good healthy to make sure they are ready and energetic for their lessons without any gadgets at school. To sum up my point for our topic today, Me, as an opposition, stand out with my point that students should not bring gadgets to school. Thank you.
Thank you to my friend for the first point. Now it is my turn to give a speech about the second point. The second point that I will be going to talk about is grade schooling. Before I start my elaboration, the government needs to know that students should know that there are a lot of negatives that they didn't see. Because of that, they keep saying that students be allowed to bring gadgets to school. Why? Because they know advantages and don't take serious about the bad impacts. So let me elaborate my point. As we know, when kids are on their phones for most of their days, they didn't do work and their grades slip dramatically. And students use their gadget at school. It usually takes about 5 minutes to focus again on whatever they're doing before. In other words, we can say that information is not really big stored in their brain, so their work can't be done. To illustrate the point, playing video game or social media of a violent nature can have negative effect on student behavior. It may lead to concentration in study and lack interest day-to-day activities. That is to say, what part of them didn't finish their test if gadgets are allowed in school. As a matter of fact, students find it fascinating and spend hours learning it. It is not only misleading but confusing too. It also distracts them from their studies and for a student wish to spend their time with phones than their books. In fact, they tend to lose focus on their academic performance. That is the reason why students should not bring gadgets to school, because it will change their life and they will forget their responsibility as a student. Thank you. Thank you to my friend for the second point. Now it's my turn to give a speech about the last point. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Last but not least, we are going to talk about student social life. Using gadget at school will change their attitude too. I believe student social life is very important. It teaches kids to interact with people when they have a job later in life. As we know, students nowadays being locked into their phones all day long. They don't realize there is a real world out there. Social interaction is not just texting. It's going out and verbally talking to someone. Many times, without a real social life, it can also cause depression. It can make someone think they have no friends and no one like them. But in reality, it's because they are always on their phone instead of going out and actually trying to talk to connect with someone. To be more specific, the government team has to know that there's a lot of bad impact of using gadgets in school. For your information, the worst effect that students have to face all day long in their life, especially, is that they don't take serious about their responsibility as students. Become more aggressive,
And also, they will disrespect their teachers and friends. That was the fact, and we can deny it. That's why me, as the opposition, do not agree with the government proposal today. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you to my friend who elaborate each of the points. Before we conclude our debate, ladies and gentlemen, as we know, using gadgets gives bad impacts more than the positive impacts. I take from Mr. Akil's point. We take from the good side from myself. I want to ask you guys, on your leisure time at school, especially my student school, when at your leisure time, what will you do? Sleep in class. When the teacher is not going to the class, and you're gonna sleep. And when the teacher met, you're gonna right. Right, you have a student. So we, as a student, must take serious and be responsible about our health, our academic, and our social life too. Furthermore, ladies and gentlemen, the government has to know that there were disadvantages that they need to know about. I take from Sophie's speech just now. They say manners with teachers. Manners with teachers. Imagine if you guys bring gadgets to school and you are not focusing in class, and the teacher will be mad, right? Because okay, when the teacher is teaching and you guys play the phone, instead of playing the phone, teacher can do teacher can play a game to avoid the boring, right? Right, teacher. You can play games to avoid the boring instead of playing the phone, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the day, the purpose of school is to learn, and research shows that cell phones might be hindering student focus in class. According to a 2010 study from Pew Research Center, 64% of students say they have texted in class, and 25% have met or taken a call. So this is why students cannot bring gadgets to school. If students bring gadgets to school, there will be bad consequences. So, ladies and gentlemen, to conclude our debate, that was three main points of negative impacts of bringing gadgets to school. As an opposition, we stand up with our proposal today that students must respect and obey the rules that they should not bring gadgets to school. That's all from the opposition team. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you to the opposition team for your argument just now. So now we have listened from the other team. Now you, as the audience, think carefully and decide what the best choice to make in life. That's all from us. Thank you.
you to form for electoral performance. Now, let's have our friend from the girls following their voice to present their performance. Let's put our hands together. Welcome them to the stage.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from school and we here to present a poem all about me. I've got a head for eyes for ears for a nose for a mouth for teeth for head for arms for elbows and knees for legs for the moral of the poem is we need to be grateful. Thank you. That's all from us.
Assalamualaikum and great morning to all the people and all my friends. Please let me borrow a little continue our short skit. This this skit is about one watcher that we robbed and came to police station to do. One day, there was a watch shop that has been owned by Mr. Alec and his partner Akasha. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. How can I help you? I will tell you. Yes, I need to find a new watch for my brother. Oh, that's good because well, the limited edition watch is only cost 500 ringgit. Do you want to see it? Yes, I do. Yeah, Aksha, can you give the watch please? Please go. Wow, this is so beautiful, and I think it's worth it. Okay, okay. I buy it. Here. $500. Is it enough? Yes. Okay, okay. Thank you for waiting for our shop. See you next time. Bye. Yeah, Misha, can you read this book, please? Hey, you, come here, come here. Kneel down. Hey, I the back. You go and fight up. You two go to the bed and sleep all the words you can find. When I get of you, go get the door. The police came just before me. Hello, 911, what emergency? The police, can you come to my store as quickly as you can? Because there is a robbery. Let me in my store. All right, we will right there in the building. Thank you. Oh, I need to see. Achoo. Huh? I hear someone sneeze. Hey, you, check below the table if there is a person. Come. Oh.
Last pick.
Thank you for sharing us your we do we do know what to do without you. You are welcome. This is our job. Come on, police. Let's bring the thief to police station. Fast forward, after a few months, Mr. Alif and Akasha business has been moving well. The end.
CSI. CSI Gimmick.
This is all from us. Thank you.
Thank you to Pengetua for an enjoyable performance. Now, we can continue our session by inviting our respected teachers from SMART ALEC program to give some speech. We would like to invite Teacher Hanan to lead the first speech.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And a very good morning to the respected principal, to Zahari, and all the teachers and also our beloved students. And as we gather here on this final day, I would like to express my gratitude to the principal, to Zahari, and all the teachers for the warm welcoming since day 1 until now. And to the students, your enthusiasm and dedication for the past 2 weeks. Even though we only know each other for 2 weeks, but your excitement, your dedication in our class, we will always appreciate all of that. And I really love when all of you are very excited to participate in every games and every activity that we did in our class. So thank you so much. And not to forget to all our performances now. Thank you and great job. All of you did so great, and I'm very proud of you. Even though you didn't have much time to practice, you only have less than a week, less than a week, a few days, only a few days. And I'm pretty sure and I believe Teacher Zaida, Teacher Karishma, and Teacher Aisha will be so proud and so happy to see you performing if they were here. And before I end my speech, I wish all of you continued success and I hope and thank you for making our stay here for 2 weeks very special. And I will always cherish our experience teaching here and sharing our knowledge. And I hope our path will cross again in the future, inshallah. And that's all from me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you to Teacher Hanan for the beautiful speech. Then let's hear some tips from Teacher Tasmin.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and good morning, everyone. First of all, I would like to thank everyone, especially our respected principal, which is Sir Zahari. Thank you to the fellow teachers, especially to Sir Firdaus. He has been helping us since day one. And not to forget our beloved students. Okay, it's an honor to be here, to be in SAPP Mahat Ahmadi, to teach the students, or I'll prefer to say, to share our knowledge with the students. The students, you guys are amazing. You guys have been showing us your interest in learning. And to the students that did their performance just now, congratulations, you guys did very well. Even though we've only been teaching you guys for 2 weeks, but it is indeed a memorable memories. I see the potential in all of you, and I believe that each of you here will succeed, inshallah. Once again, I thank you with my heart for the welcome and for the opportunity for me to be here to teach the students. Thank you, sir. And I wish you guys the best for what lies ahead. Inshallah, we will meet again. See you when I see you.
Thank you to Teacher Tasmin for delivering the awesome speech. Last but not least, please lend your ears for the speech from Teacher Aziz.
Okay. Can everyone hear me? All right. So, assalamualaikum and good evening, everyone. Okay. So, to the teachers and students that we adore very much. First and foremost, it's been a wonderful experience teaching and working here. For sure, I'm going to miss you all very, very much. First, the past 2 weeks being here has been full of good memories made by the teachers, and even on our first day, we felt very welcome and at home by everyone. The principal, Sir Zahari, has been so kind to us. Sir Firdaus, who has helped us on doing basically everything. The students, on the other hand, were joyful and very excited to be learning English with us. They have been so great during all our games, all our classes, and all the performances. And I'm so, so proud of you guys.
Thank you once again for this wonderful opportunity. I wish everyone all the very best for the future. And until next time, Ahmadians, Assalamualaikum. Thank you to all the teachers for the informative and heartwarming speech. Now, without further ado, we would like to invite our respectful principal of SADP Mahat Ahmadi to give a speech for the farewell ceremony.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Master of Ceremony, the beloved teachers, beloved students, Alhamdulillah, thank you for organizing the closing ceremony of the SMART ALEC 2023 program. All right. Give applause, big applause to our language department, headed by Sir Firdaus. And thank you very much to Teacher Hanan, to Teacher Azrin, and to Teacher Tasnim, and not to forget to Teacher Aisha, Zaida, and Karisma. They started the program on the 23rd of November. Sorry, they started the program on the 23rd of October, and today is the last day that we allocate the time for them to share their skills and knowledge with regard to the English. All right. Today is the closing ceremony whereby during these presentations and whatnot, for sure that we are improving, we are trying to improve our listening skill. Listen to the program, listen to the presentation. So it's a good, it's a good learning process. Yeah. During the presentation today, they talk about the first message that they delivered to us is about manners. All right, it's good presentation. Hope the students gain something from their presentation with regard to the manners. Manners, yeah. So the second presentation and the same goes to the third presentation. They try to deliver or convey the message to us about friendship. Yeah, how do people parted away when they were in the school, in the primary school, and also the secondary school. When times come, surely we will part away from our colleagues. Same goes to our students in Mahat Ahmadi. Yeah, especially for the Form 5 students. Your SPM, your written SPM will start on the 30th of January. And the last day of your examination, if I'm not mistaken, is on the 6th of February. Surely, on the 7th of February, you will voluntarily leave the school for good. So then you will remember us, especially about the friendship matters. Then you will know. Good luck. Yeah, to all our Form 5 students, good luck to you. especially on your first day of not being a secondary school, which is gonna be on the 7th of February 2024. It's not 2023, 2024. Friendship. All right. And then our next presentation just now is talk about a gadget. Yeah. So from the presentation, I may conclude that all the students, the tendency of the students to have a gadget in school is quite alarming. All right. So, inshallah, SBP Mahat Ahmadi in the midst of allowing the student to bring the gadget to school, but then you've got to wait for the time. You can only bring the gadget, especially your handphones, once we say you are allowed to bring your handphone. Time will come, inshallah. All right. The next presentation. Just now is talking about what is going on in the world. All right. What is the affair is going on in the Middle East? The affair between the Palestinian and also the Israel. So then the student learn something from the world affair. So they present in their presentation, they send the message about gangsterism. All right. So at the end of the presentation, they realize that they did something wrong and they forgive and forgive everybody. So the message is that forgiveness. That's what we want to see from the student. And also we heard good compliments from the teachers, your enthusiasm, yeah, your eagerness, especially in the activities that they organize and did during their program. Yeah. So last but not least, I am on behalf of the SCPP Mahat Ahmadi and also on behalf of the Director of the Jabatan Hal Ehwal Agama Islam Negeri Sembilan, Datuk Mak Zaidi Biramli, say thank you to the three teachers, yeah, that had done their best to share the knowledge, especially in English, and not to forget to those three teachers imported from the United States of America that left us on the 17th of November. Give a big applause for that. All right. So last but not least, once again, congratulations to the English department of CBP Mahat Ahmadi, headed by Sir Firdaus, for hard work to make the program SMART ALEC success. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you to Sir Zahari Beminan for his delightful speech. The most awaited time has come. Now, we would like to invite the page to be on the stage. We would like to invite everyone to stand up and together sing the song.
Jadi Bagi tahu pada mulut. Bagi tahu pada mulut.
If you ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I said to you, to find. If you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I read the love to guide you. I'm with you. Moving your thoughts and how you can count me like 1, 2, 3, I need you. And I need to count on you like 4, 3, 2, and 'cause that's what friends are supposed to do. If you talk any time, then you just can't fall asleep. I sing a song beside you. If you are not one, you really mean to me. Every day I remind you. You can all day like 1, 2, 3, I need and I really like to count on you like 1, 3, 2, 3. 'Cause that's what we're supposed to do. Cause that's what friends are supposed to do.
Without you want to die. Without you want to die. I love you.
You will
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated.
be applause to the face. Lastly, we would like to present some mentor of appreciation to all beloved teachers. It is an token of love and appreciation for all the hard work and work they have done.
Therefore, we would like to invite Cesari to give the appreciation gift to all the English Smart ALEC teachers.
Firstly, we would like to say thank you from bottom of our heart to teacher Tasnim. Please welcome to the stage. Next, please welcome Teacher Hanan to the stage. Last but not least, please welcome Teacher Azrin to the stage.
Lagi. Tiga. Orang lagi ya panggil. Panggil. Touch name.
We would like to call teacher Tasnim to the stage. Thank you to Cesari for coming to the stage. And also, thank you to all the Smart ALEC teachers for teaching us with patience and prudence. Ladies and gentlemen, mastering more than one language is a door towards wisdom. There is a French proverb that goes, "A man who knows two languages is worth two men," while linguist Frank Smith claims that you can't see other people's point of view when you have to only one language. So let's put some effort to master as many languages as possible.
That's all for today. Thank you for being a part of the program. Have a nice day ahead. Ladies and gentlemen, let's end our assembly by reciting Doa Kita. 1, 2.